Every morning, Lorenzo Morales gets up early to work the meager patch of land outside Arizola, hoping to grow enough vegetables to sell at the local market. Last year, he was in California working as a waiter. But with the job market in the U.S. drying up faster than the soil in his garden, he decided to return home to Mexico.
I was there a month and a half looking for work, and I didn't find any. I went to various restaurants and construction sites, but they said no, because I don't have papers and I couldn't work legally.
After working in the U.S. for nearly a decade, the decision to come home was not an easy one. His wife INEZ had grown accustomed to the U.S. dollars her husband sent back home, enough so that she could build a house for the family.
When he said that he was coming back, I said to him, well, if there's no work and you're suffering, it's better that you come back and we suffer together.
Although most of the 11.9 million illegal immigrants in the U.S. are riding out the recession, the contraction of the U.S. economy is forcing the Mexican government to start preparing for an influx of returnees like Lorenzo. The government is providing health insurance for returnees and says it has plans to create employment programs. But Lorenzo says he hasn't seen signs of either.
These empty streets are typical in towns where migrants like Lorenzo are coming home to, where opportunity is scarce and government help is hard to come by.
In the small mountain village of San Juan Mixtepec, where nearly 75% of people 18 or older migrate to the U.S., the town's mayor is preparing for the steady number of returnees to increase this year. He's putting people like Julia Morales to work, picking tomatoes in one of 47 greenhouses around town.
¿Cuándo va a ser la poda?
Still, he says he's not getting enough support from the federal government to keep up with the demands of the returnees.
Este fenómeno no solamente regional.
I think the government really needs to pay attention to this phenomenon because it's not just regional, it's national, and we need more resources and projects in these communities that can no longer depend on money being sent home from the U.S.
For people like Lorenzo, the help he hoped to get from his own government never came. He says he's not sure if he will try to return to the U.S. once the economy picks up, but he is certain he won't encourage his children to risk their lives crossing the border, chasing a dream that's no longer certain. Rachel Levin, Al Jazeera, San Juan Mixtepec, Mexico.